Whoa, how was that for city entries, man? Pretty good, huh? Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight on Two Old Farts. As you can see, we got some special guests, and we're sorry to announce that our co-hosting Way Malmstream
Yeah,
is
rest
in a
in
bad
peace, Yingwei.
rest
You'll be
feasting
missed.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rest
He
in peace.
had an
it's
accident in
very
his
sad.
house, slipped and fell in a puddle of water or something. We don't know. So, yeah, rest in peace, my brother. Rest in peace.
Slipped in water, made some mud.
Made some mud. Nice. But yeah, we got two special guests this evening. I don't mean little small yellow bus special guests. I mean some good friends of mine and yours. Number one, we got down here our good friend, Quadfather. Quadfather, good evening, sir. How are you?
Awesome. Thanks for having me on, brother. Yeah, look at that. Full screen. Yeah, doing it. It's happening. Glad to be here.
Are
That's
you
all.
ready? We're gonna do a little talking about what's his name? Chewy. Spider Alomar. We're gonna be visiting about him tonight. So yeah, I thought I had to bring the experts and one of the biggest experts in all of the fucking Dabbleverse, the Hackverse, anywhere. Is our main man from Amsterdam, Roachy. Roachy, what is up, my bloke?
Yeah, not much, mate. Yeah, R.I.P. Yingli. I understand after you took that fall into water, you got run over as well by the looks of it behind me. But yeah, I don't know why you said I'm an expert, honk. I could barely speak the English language. You know.
Well, you may not communicate well, but your knowledge on fucking all things Joey C, yeah, it can't be beat by anybody. Even that pineapple dude. I know he's trying his damnedest to cover it properly, but ain't gonna happen. He ain't got my boy with him no more, and we're happy to have him over here. We stole him from the fucking dirty fucking little pineapple. We will be having these guys as regular contributors. I want everybody to know that. And I want to thank the whole, hey, 10 of you in here tonight. Outstanding. Thank you so much. You guys are fucking doing it. You're doing it. Where do you guys want to start with? Do you got anything you want to talk about in particular with anybody as far as like Joey C and Spider Alomar goes? Or do you just want to go ahead and get into the clips?
What do you want to start in the dumpster, Rochi? I mean, that's always a good place to start with the Catalano TV channel over there, straight out of the dumpster.
Wait, Quad.
Straight
I
out of the
thought we weren't
fucking
going to talk about Christina because that's where she normally hangs out, right?
No,
Um,
that's behind the dumpster. Quite
oh,
quite.
in the dumpster. She's going to
the
yeah.
fucking cum dumpster. Gross.
Well,
Okay, go ahead.
Well, honk, right. So, at the
Yeah,
risk of apologies, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch me in the fruit, I'm going to copy myself tomorrow as well. But fuck it, is what it is. So, Joey's got the new apartment, right, which happens to be the apartment next door. He's
right.
decorated the place. His studio, as pointed out by B Dabbler earlier today, looks better than fucking Chad's studio. Who could have fucking guessed that? Nobody. And yeah, and on top of that, Joey is adamant that he's paying Spider well. Some people may say that differently, which I'm on that side, which is Spider needs to be paid way more than what Joey's giving him, and Joey needs to release him, stop holding him financially hostage because that's what he's doing.
I wonder how much, what percentage is that he is actually giving our little Puerto Rican buddy Spidey. I mean, is it half of the show or whatever that he does at that time? Does anybody know or does he get all the money for his deal? Does he pay him when he comes on? Does he get any of the people who join up the channel and shit like that? I mean,
Right.
I'm just curious.
Right. Okay. To break it down in Joey's own words, right? The Alpha Shot Lounge, aka the Takeover, aka in Spider's Web, or whatever the fuck that's called now. Um, Joey has said that that's a 50-50 split between Spider and Christina, right? Joey doesn't see any of that. Now, in the past,
Right.
Joey has said, and I quote, the memberships that are gifted to the channel goes to nobody but Joey, right? So that's an
Whoa.
interesting twist, right? So, for example, if you're watching that show and they don't get any super chats or super tips, but yet they only get gifted memberships, that means Christina and Spider ain't getting no money, according to Joey, right? Now the super tip thing, Lou said on the last morning show, which was Wednesday, um, that Joey was going to decide how he was going to split the super tips between him, Lou, and the other people on Catalina TV. So that's still up in the air. Now, if Joey addressed that yesterday, then maybe he did. I'll be honest with you. I had it on. I wasn't paying attention to it because, what's the fucking point? Yeah.
Well, maybe that's something that we'll look at first. Then is the actual video of we kind of tested on it yesterday, and QUADFATHER over at BYB. But maybe we'll cover that part first, where Joey is going off to Lou about, and Lou, I'll tell you right now, who I find humorous. It's fucking really shredding. Lou the God, who is probably the least talented of everybody over there, talking shit on Spidey about him not bringing anything to the game is pretty fucking damn humorous. At least Spidey, granted, he can't fucking pronounce words, but he's a nice kid. Shit.
Well,
But let's
yeah.
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I will, all right, just to be a dick, I'm going to side with Lou on this argument. Lou's point is that he brings the tech side of things to this show, which is ironic, right? Because we've had Lou in the last week or so say, I'm not teaching Joey OBS because I don't fucking know shit, which is
Right, right.
against what he was actually saying. But yeah, it's weird. To your point, Honk, it is a bit rich for Lou to give Spider shit because let's be honest, we all know deep down that Spider's the true star of Catalina TV, and
That's
Joey
right.
is fighting to let him go because Spider will blow up bigger than Joey.
Oh yeah. Now I heard some rumor about him possibly showing up over on Levy's show, but that would be interesting.
Now, I think
I,
it seems like Lou is probably trying to learn OBS with Joey so that they both can use it or whatever. Because he was saying some things which I know. It proves that he does know maybe a little bit of the basics of OBS. So I know he brought in people that apparently maybe like Luke of the Vine or Jim Grindle. They have some knowledge of OBS, so I think he
right.
brought them in to like help him out. So whatever, they're working
Oh,
on.
and you know what? I got damn it, because my fucking attention span is short. But I don't want to forget about this. Do we know for sure that the Chow Zumok collaboration is now finite? That they've called it quits on that?
The Chowmock.
Yeah, the Tar Ray Vito show.
Vito. I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't watch the most recent
Okay.
one, but I know
So
that they had a 2-week hiatus in between the two previous ones. So yeah,
okay.
it's winding down. Not that there's less content from Ray DeVito. It seems like he's actually been ramping it up lately, especially
Oh,
having all the dumb whores on his show, which have been very
Ray
entertaining.
is,
Honestly,
yeah, he's doing well for himself with all them tricksters.
he's
Well, the
doing
reason
well
why I
with the
say that
ladies. Wouldn't that be
he is,
ironic?
he's handy with the ladies. Who thought we would
Yeah,
have been
he's
saying about that?
handsy with the ladies, is I think
That's
what you.
right. Well, I did notice that Little Mirror is back in the rotation now, so that's why I thought that maybe he made an appearance after a long hiatus here. So look for Chow and Little Mirror to start up their channel again. You heard it here first, my friends. Let's get
Well,
into Joey C stuff. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
well,
please.
Honk, I was going to say, I think you're making reference to the fact that Little Mir was in Joey C's chat the other day, right? Um,
That's correct. That's correct. And I had not seen him, like I said, anywhere in
yeah,
quite some time. It's been many months.
yeah, something to do with like having a kid or some shit, right?
What now?
A little Mir, didn't he have a kid or something? Isn't that the rumor?
Oh, I don't know. He had one a while back. He had it when he was podcasting with Chow, that I know of. So I don't know now if he had him another one. He might have, but just yeah, be looking for him and Dr. Chow and Mir to do their collaboration again. So let me see if I can do this right. All you folks at home, you know how fucking difficult it is for me to. Okay. Let's get this to the share screen thing. We're going to check out some Joey C
Mm-hmm.
in the morning with Lou the Monster. So give me 1 minute, folks. All right. God damn, look at that. That was a nice transition, I mean. Beautiful. Okay. So, let's go ahead and pick it up here. This is where Joey C and Lou are going off about how people need to not be, talking shit on Joey in particular. Uh, um, Otherwise, it was going to start hurting fucking Spidey kind of financially. But we're going to watch some of this. You guys have anything you want to comment on? Please give me a holler, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But he does. He reads it wrong. I was talking about him. It had nothing to do with me. And because it was terrible. Third time in a row, too, he was horrible. The show was horrible. He's running out of material. He's done. It's over. It's like corn dip.
What was that?
That was Lou the God talking, Honk.
Oh, my. Yeah. Goddamn old man ears.
Corn dip was a star. And then that it fades out. Those fucking filters
Ask
are done,
who,
man.
Ranger. Like,
Well,
I know Joey's Ethernet. I'm Ethernet. We're
I'm
all
direct
Ethernet
wire.
with the exception of Spider, who, if he does what I recommended for him to do, he will be fine.
Yeah.
Though he might actually get to utilize some of those good speeds he's paying.
Hey,
for.
Mr. Yeah.
Okay, so here's where Lou the technician rears his ugly fat head. And if you notice, once again, Lou is fucking wearing his favorite gray shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody had told me the only time he wears that red one when it's laundry day. But yeah, here's Lou starting up his hatred for fucking Spider Alomar. He's turning on him. Spidey's becoming too much of a star.
Yeah. Mr. Superstar, without me having to go look for your fucking address, text me your address so I can order the lights to get to you for tomorrow or the next day, all right? Let's go. Anything else you want me to fucking do for you? Is there anything else you want me to do for you? Since I'm accused of, I'm slaving you. You're my slave.
Woo! That's a pretty bad word to be using to a black feller. That I'm slaving you, let alone in the way he kind of is, because here we're seeing Spidey who's starting to put the time in the saddle, as they say,
Mm-hmm.
and getting in there and doing shows. And like I said, I wish if somebody out there knows how much he gets paid, and you've got a little insight into that, goddamn, get a hold of me anonymously. We'll keep it quiet, but I'd sure like to know.
Well, Honk, I've heard the rumor that Spider's actually been reaching out to people on Twitter. Um, Now I know that Spider's come out and said that there's a fake Twitter account out there. But I
Right.
think Spider kind of covering his ass. I think like secretly he's out there trying to get the word out there that he actually wants more money himself. Prime example, right? So when Spider first launched his YouTube channel, Joey was up in an uproar because Spider wasn't streaming on Catalano TV at the same time. You
Right.
know, um, and
Right.
I have to point out, and again, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm probably going to mention the same shit tomorrow on with the fruit, but I'm going to say it here as well. Joey, no one actually said that you were slaving Spider or owning him as a slave. What we
That's
said was
right.
you should pay Spider what he's worth, and if you're not going to do that, let Spider go and become the star that he's rightly going to be. But the real reason you're not going to do that is because you're afraid that Spider's going to outgrow not only yourself, but Catalonian TV itself and become bigger star than you are.
Yeah, Spider's
I'm-
channel is not monetized yet. So, like, if he does stream to his channel, his personal channel, and to Catalano TV, then Joey can rake in the money for whatever Spider is doing over there. So, yeah,
okay.
that's the way Joey would
And
like.
then, but that would be the way that Spider would go about getting his channel monetized, right? Is to be doing it through his and then broadcasting it through, or streaming it through Joey's it too.
Well,
Yeah, while making Joey money. Yeah, that's a great way to do it.
Right,
Make
right,
Joey
right.
money while you're trying to get your show monetized. I don't know about
I'm
that.
not saying that was a good business model.
well, what's funny is like I sort of understand like if Joey was like, look, do the live stream on both channels, Spider, I'll give you like any money generated. Now, what's more likely? Again, yeah, Shmuel. I don't know. You said after this comment that that's what Kuna said on your stream or whatever. Now I'm only going from what Joey has said, and Joey said
What?
that the Alpha Shot Lounge, or whatever you want to call it, in the web of Spider now they're calling it, it's 50-50 between Christina and Spider. Now, what's interesting is the last in the web with Spider didn't have Christina on it, but it had Ludogod and Kahuna on. So is that a three-way split? Who knows? And again, let's be honest, it's really none of our business. However,
Right.
if you're going to do that to Spider, Joey, that's a bit disrespectful because it's not Spider's fault that Christina was too busy decorating a new apartment because you're too fucking lazy to do it yourself. And then
He
like
did.
take that 50% off him still. Go on.
Well, he did paint the one door black, if you remember correctly, Rochi, inside the fucking house, which makes no sense.
You mean the closet door, right?
Yeah, yeah, the closet fucking door, the one side of it. It wasn't even both sides. He painted the bitch.
Yeah. Well, and also
Oh,
he has. To be fair to him, it was kind of funny watching last week. Last Friday I think it was when they did the eating challenge shit. Lou and Spider was giving them shit, and even Spider understood the reasonings why this was funny. They decided to paint that door of that apartment red,
er,
which has so many connotations. If that's the right word.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. So we got nice podcast, stupid Dan. How are you, Jew bastard? Says, where's the other boomer? You didn't hear the bad news. Our good friend Ingwe Malmstream, rest in peace. He slipped and fell. I don't know if it was in the bathtub or in his basement or something like that, and he's no longer with us. We're all a little bit sad, but I brought in a couple of fucking new co-hosts,
So,
which, yeah.
sorry, I want to cut you off. You are aware at the moment all you're showing is your shared screen, right?
Yes, that's the one
Mhm.
with the fat boys on it, right?
Yes, sir. I'm just making sure you're aware that we're not on camera as well, right?
Okay, no, but they can hear us, and that's good.
I
Well,
assume.
we start talking. You know what I need to do? That's a great point, Rochi. Here, let me look. Does that make you feel better now? Something kind of like this right here.
There you go. Yeah, just
Look
while
at
we're
that.
talking, yeah, there you go. Just that
Okay,
way, it's
good.
like, yeah.
What a fucking diva Rochi's become. Jesus. A year ago, he didn't want to be on screen. Now he's like, have fun
Buck,
on front and
can you
center.
give
No,
me?
Should be. I
Can you
belong.
give me from this side? I look better on this angle here. That a boy, Rochi. But
fuck.
anyhow, what the fuck were we talking about before we had a reposition?
I believe Quad was calling me out for being a fucking diva.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, so Christina
All
C
right.
has a red
Let's
door and a red light and a red light district. I'm sure all of those things come together to make a little bit of sense for the Catalanos.
what do
Okay,
you think
so
about
no, I had a question. Rochi, you probably know this. What wasn't Spider recently like given like 50 memberships on one of his streams?
I believe so. In fact, I think they, in total, this was probably a week and a half ago or so. They got given over $200 on that live stream, right? And that's when Joey was like, "I'm going to start charging, or I should start charging you guys, like time and space on my channel, right?" And
Rent.
that's when it was like, yeah, that's when it was like, okay, what's going on here, Joey? Like, you're trying to basically, pimp these fuckers out. Like, that ain't happening. Like, let's make sure that Joey's actually going to give Spider money. And weirdly enough, it's had this like weird effect where Joey has gone on this little rampage of kind of shitting on Spider, to be honest. Which is, if I'm being truthful, is the best way this could have gone. Right now, Joey, if I'm being perfectly honest with it, the whole situation, I don't care whether Spider gets paid or not. It's none of my business. It's up to him, right? You know, he's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants. However, the fact that you're so worried about it now makes me go, all right, I'm going to make sure this is now becoming something that I want to cover more and talk about more because I know that it's got under your skin, which means you've got something to hide, which might mean that maybe Spider might have a gripe and might have a reason to be asking for more money because maybe you were really like undercutting those fuckers.
Yeah. But do you think, though, regardless, do you think that Spider would even say anything? I mean, he seems fiercely fucking loyal to Joey and Christina.
Well,
Fiercely. And I know money is money, motherfucker. Don't get between me and my money. With that being said, we all know that Joey has been kind of a father figure in Spidey's life somehow. I don't know. Yeah, that sounds fucking terrible, doesn't it? Could you imagine?
well,
But
right. Let's fuck it. I'm gonna. This is gonna
They've
sound
lost
horrible.
all their other kids, so they might as well adopt
yeah,
them.
Well, Quad, they didn't lose Savvy. They know where she is, right? She's, as far
right.
as we know, she's in a cardboard box underneath the TV. By the way, I gotta say this, Joe, you still haven't shown this so-called new urn yet, right? So, like, there's still that up in the air. I don't want to mention that too much because I know that Melton might start running with that, and we know how that turned out the last time Melton did with Joey.
Yeah,
Joey kind of went a bit apeshit, but yeah. What I was going to say originally is, let's be honest, right? Spider said in the web with Spider that he shares a bedroom, right?
right,
The kids that are
right,
around him are his brother's kids, right? So
You mean the
right.
ones that are constantly screaming in the background while he's
Mhm.
trying to stream?
yeah, those ones, right? So weirdly enough, it's almost like Spider needs help to move the fuck out. So therefore, Spider needs all the money he can get. So if anything, I think we're helping out Spider as much as Joey feels like he's helping Spider by giving him money. I'd also
Go ahead. I'm listening.
oh no,
He's
it's
scared
threw me
Roshi.
completely off. Like what the fuck? Yeah, go on.
He's scared.
Yeah. Well, so and the real reason like this all really started, if being honest, right, was Spider was live streaming on his own channel, not on Carolina TV, and he had his green screen up, and he was saying that he needed a new camera because his green screen, sorry, didn't look right. Yeah. So
Right,
Doom, to her eternal greatness, by the way, and respect to Doom, she was pointing out to Spider that look, there's a second-hand camera on Amazon for $40 or whatever it was. How can I send you a link, Spider? Like, let me know. I can send it to you. You can order this right now, get it the next day, and your setup will look better. As soon as Doom started saying that, Joey showed up in the chat, started claiming that he was going to buy the camera, not lights, by the way, camera for Spider, and then come on the stream with Lou, was claiming that you don't need a new camera, let's get lights, I will buy you lights. It's almost as if as soon as Spider was getting outside help, Joey jumped on and took over.
right,
Like to your point, Honk, maybe like because he feels like he is a father to Spider. But
right.
like at some point, even if you do have kids, you got to let them go. For example, I know that Ying Lee's parents let him go, and look what happened to him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let them go. Let them go. Sometimes you just gotta let them go. What do you think, Quad? Any comment on that, or
Yeah, I
are
mean, if
you
he's
just
going to be sending him like equipment and that kind of stuff, that's another quick way to, like say, oh, I spent this much. You know, like how grifters are really good at just like breaking stuff down in a way, like Steel Toe. Like he makes up
sure?
numbers. As the calculations are made in the long run, they always benefit themselves. I think that Joey possibly could be doing the exact same thing instead of like, just like covering Spider's eyes with the wool, so he's not really seeing exactly how much he's making out of the deal. By sending him equipment, and Joey saying like, "Oh, I spent this much on the equipment," where he might be, saving himself 5, 10, $20 here and there, just to keep, a grifter always makes sure that they keep a little something out of every pie. So
It's
he
like
might
a
be making
Ponzi
himself
scheme.
a nice chunk out of the pie instead.
Well, a,
Yeah,
cyn-
yeah, yeah.
a cynical person might say, "Do you remember when Bob Levy left the Shooting Network?" And the Shooting Network was saying things like, "Oh, Bob Levy still has got to send us back the mic arm
Microphone.
and stuff like that, right?" Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost as if Joey's learnt from his so-called best friend Shuli to like keep those ties going. To your point, Quad, keep the grift going in regards to Spider. So if Spider does split, he can then go, well, "Actually, you owe me X, Y, Z. Uh, you're in my pocket now." That sort of thing.
Oh yeah. So didn't he just like? All right, Spider still hasn't gotten anything, right? I mean,
Uh,
from Joey.
Not as far as we're aware. At least, again, like I said, Joe was on last night, but I had it on. I wasn't paying attention to it because I was all Joey'd out by that point last night.
Well, speaking of studios, what about Joey's studio? Have you seen what it is? It's just a big picture of a skyline, and that's it.
Well,
That's his upgrade.
well, Honk, you're forgetting that there is a green screen wall on the opposite side, so I'll be intrigued to see what he does. Let's not forget that Joey has claimed that him and Lou are going to rent out studio space to do a podcast once a month, and I urge everybody to keep a keen eye on Joey's new studio in his new apartment and the so-called studio space that they're going to rent.
Well, Doom says Spider deserves fair pay. Doom, we
Justice
need to
for
get Doom.
Spider.
Yeah, we need to get Doom a wrench. As soon as I learn how to do that properly, I'm gonna make sure you get one. Fuck you until then, Doom. We love you. All right, let's get back to the goodies here with our boys. Uh, all right,
What did you call them? The Fat Boys? I mean, isn't that a rap group from the 80s, 90s?
they did
The
beatboxing, the human beatboxing. Yeah, they were a hell of a band of brothers. Okay,
Well, I got
let's
through
see.
off
Here we
when Honk said the goodies. I thought of the '70s British TV show. But,
yeah. All right, here we go, fella.
slave. I don't pay you, and you just free Spider. Hey, I told you, it's simple. It's very simple. We got 3 ways we could do this.
You're doing all this shit for him to fucking quit streaming in a month.
Exactly.
Woo, pretty bold words there, fucking Lou, you fat ass barrel of monkey shit. How dare you? I think fucking Spider's in for the long haul. What do you think there?
well, if I'm being honest, Honk, I do agree with Lou that Spider is going to go back to work at the end of February. However, um, he's only working a few hours a day selling hot dogs at the baseball ground. Like, so he's not doing much. He can still stream afterwards. Like Lou, I think Lou's a little bit again, but hurt like Joey that somebody else is getting the attention. Yeah, let's not forget that
Right.
Lou for the last 2 months has had a lot of attention, especially to that missing space in his mouth. You know.
Yes. All
So
right.
I mean,
Let me get back.
they're talking about getting him and Spider is who I'm referring to. Getting him a PC or whatever, something with a better processing capabilities.
Right.
So yeah, like that
Just,
doesn't make any sense. Why would you get a guy that's going to quit in a month a better computer to stream with for a month? That doesn't make any sense. Why do you need to do anything for the guy if he's not going to be around? So that
exactly.
I'm assuming that Lou the Glob is probably off base on that one, right?
Well, one
Spidey's not
thing to
gonna be around.
look at it this way, they might be on it. Roachy and Lou might be onto something. We keep forgetting, guys, that Spidey lives in the hard, tough neighborhoods of the Baltimore area there. So yeah, he may not be streaming tomorrow. It could be his last one anytime he walks out the fucking door there. You seen that show The Wire, didn't you? Scary stuff that happens in that damn neighborhood. So yeah, we sure hope not. We want Spidey to have a long, prosperous life and continue to stream. But yeah, Roach might be right. He may not be streaming a month from now.
Well,
It won't be because he quits.
but Honk, to be fair, like I said, I think Spider will continue streaming afterwards. I mean, Spider, infamously streamed the whole big donut being like dunked into water in the baseball ground or whatever the fuck that was.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, that was weird. It looked like that even the baseball ground like fucked that whole thing up as well, which was funny.
Yeah,
However,
yeah,
I will give Joey one credit. He has taught Spider that if you're live streaming and you've got music playing in the background, you will lose like your monetization, right? So
right,
Spider's gone, okay, anytime that I'm live and there's music in the background, I've got to mute myself, which is fine if you're on a channel that's monetized. However,
right,
if you're not monetized, what's the point? Yeah. You're then just like showing video, no audio, it's not really good content. So that in itself become funny to watch because Spider was just like streaming video with no audio. And then when he did
no
unmute,
audio.
when he did unmute to say, look, I'm muting because of the music, all you heard was the music in the background and the people around him because Spider's, he's a good boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good munchie. Let's get back here and see what this motherfucker has to say. All right.
Let's go.
Granted, he'll be working, but
You want to know
still.
when you're a star, when you come on my show and fucking tell me, shut the fuck up, I'm going to take it over from here. That's when, then maybe you'll have some. When you sit there going, yeah, no, oh, I'll be right back. Or like this, shaking because.
Why do you need a PC?
Who
Bro,
needs a
who is going into your fucking brain and telling you this horse shit?
Who the fuck are you talking to? That's what I'm like. You talking to Roachy? Because I tell you
Like,
what.
for fuck's sake.
Jesus, Roachy. Are you talking to Roachy? Are you the one that said the comment, or was that something else?
Well, like I said, Honk, if you you got the live chat replay up there, right? You noticed that I'm not in the chat, right?
Right.
I wasn't chatting now. I'm not under a alt as Joey always thinks I am. I'm not, right? But yeah, any time that Joey thinks that something bad's happening, he thinks it's me. And what's funny is Joey, keep thinking that, yeah. Because
Right. It doesn't
honestly,
matter who.
half the time it isn't me. But I'll take full credit. I don't care. Yeah.
So you're not having backstage conversations with Spider Alomar?
I can't confirm or deny that Spider Alomar has spoken to me. But I will say this.
Boom.
Well, I will say this. Go and have a look when Spider's live and Joey ain't around. Have a look what happens. I'm okay to be in the chat. But as soon as Joey shows up, my account gets timed out immediately.
Right. Yeah,
So,
he's trying to protect his boy.
well, and all right, fair enough. Joey thinks like maybe all right, Roachy's a troll, blah blah blah, whatever. But I will say this: I respect Spider 100 times more than I respect Joey. But
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. All right, let's get back to this, guys. Boy, I'm getting good at this now.
You got a decent laptop. All you got to do is just buy the fucking dongle and you can hardwire. Like, Hello.
Tell him, Lou. Tell him.
Laptops are just as good as fucking PCs,
Tell him,
if
Lou.
not better, depending on what the fuck you're using.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake,
better
your fucking cell phone is better than half the PCs that are being built.
First of all, Spider was paid for on the 21st for all December, and I gave him over what he should have got. Number one. Okay, and tomorrow he'll get his.
Sorry, Hunk.
Go ahead, Roachy.
You notice how Joey said there, Spider was paid and he immediately has to cough.
Yeah, that's an old tell.
Mm-hmm. And then he goes on to say that he paid him over what he was due. Now, again,
you would believe that.
Yeah,
if you believe that, the chance.
Yeah. Especially after hearing, like, a month ago, I think Lou said, oh, yeah, I think our worst month was October. Right? Now, my understanding is YouTube is like a month behind, right?
Right.
Is that how that works? Am I correct? Or
Yeah.
Which would then insinuate that if October was the worst month, the worst paying month would be December, right? Or am I getting that
November?
Wrong? November. Oh, okay. So I got it wrong. All right. In which case, then, if he had a good November, December he would have been able to pay him. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, well, that's all right, Roachy. We appreciate you putting the effort into that. I mean, it wasn't far off. You only missed it by a month, so thank you.
No, I always double check these things because I don't want to go around calling Joey a lying, grifting bastard. But we all know that Joey is a convicted liar, so we've got to always double check what he says.
And a grifting God, why does he give a shit what kind of computer Spider has? It does seem like jealousy there, maybe. I mean, who's going to end up paying for the PC? I doubt Joey would, right?
Well, go ahead, Roach.
No, I was going to say that, but this is the point, right? So if Joey wants Spider to be doing streams on his show, the least that Joey could do is at least chip in for this new PC, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The least he can do. But again, that's, you could say I'm calling semantics here, but, whatever.
I don't understand what Lou the God, why he cares one way or the other. Yeah, obviously whatever Spider has is not really that good, right? It's slow, choppy. It's not working well.
I forget what fucking brand name of laptop that Spider said he's had, but I do think that Lou, I believe Lou says on this episode that Spider's laptop doesn't even have an Ethernet cable connector, and it's like, well,
connection.
Yeah.
He says dongle.
Yeah. So, and again, so Spider has said he has 2 internet connections in that house, right? Now, I'm not hardwired in, but I've got 1 internet connection. Like, the first thing that happens if you've got 2 internet connections is you're going to have cross beams and like fucking whatever. So you're going to have interference. Second of all, Spider said this as well. If people are playing video games on the router that he's using, his internet is shit, right? So, like, Spider's fucked anyway, because again, he's trapped in that house. So therefore, if Spider got paid what he's worth or give him money, maybe he can try and find his own place to live, have his own internet connection, and take off. Again, this is a classic moment of Joey keeping the smaller man down still,
Yeah. God, could you imagine living in that home with everybody? Holy shit.
Well, Lou's advice kind of seems like he's also trying to help hold him down. So I think it's between the 2 of them. They're both holding him down. There you go.
Oh, Lou is certainly jealous of Spidey. Certainly.
Yeah, for sure. The real talent. The real second mic.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like Spider's trapped between a rock and an even bigger rock.
Yeah. Those are called boulders here in the States, Roachy.
Yeah.
His little super tip money he's got coming, that goes out tomorrow. All right. And and then I'm buying the lights. I'm paying for those out of my pile. Where am I spending his money? I'll tell you what. It's very simple. Here's how it works. All right.
Why didn't Joey get his lights when Joey bought lights for himself? You know, Joey's got a new light set up. Why didn't he just order them then, the bastard? I'm sensing there's a lie there.
Well, Honk, at the risk of defending Joey in this moment, I believe Joey says to Spider that he doesn't know his actual address. And he wants Spider to give him his address so he can send him the
No.
lights, which insinuated to me that Joey had either already had have the lights to send him, which makes me go,
Right.
okay, like, are you sending him old shitty lights,
Yeah.
or yeah,
Well,
but
he's going to send him his hand-me-downs because Joey just got new lights. He has the old ones. He just wants to mail him that shit. Or maybe something he
He's
found in the dumpster because we know he likes to dumpster dive.
oh
Maybe he
yeah,
found or who knows? Maybe the other thing is maybe he goes to stores and steals shit off the shelf and then saves money that way.
well,
Pays
funny.
mom
yeah.
to go get stuff from stores.
Funny you say that, Quad. We do know that Joey used to hang around with Pops, who used to like to boost stuff, and Joey's just recently become best friends with Chad Zumach, who's notoriously known for stealing shit from shops.
Exactly.
God, who would have thunk that fucking friendship would have developed? They're made for each other, though. Fucking made for each other. All right, back to the news.
I got no signed contract with him. Never did. I just being kind. But since you fuckers want to start this bullshit, it's going to be on you. He can blame all you guys because here it is. I won't pay him shit no more. I won't give him half of nothing because it counts in my name. It's my fucking shit. And so there's nothing he can.
Okay. That right there was a money shot. And if anything, it really, really brings into focus just how big of a piece of shit that Joey is. Because Joey is upset with the folks in the chat, whoever that might be, either a Roachy or whoever is giving them hell about this. He threatens to withhold poor Spidey Alomar's money because of their behavior. That if that isn't some of the most chicken shit stuff, I don't know what is.
It's almost as if this whole scenario has exposed Joey for what he truly is, and that's a arsehole, a liar, a manipulative fucker who likes to control people financially. Um, Now, what's funny about that is I think of Joey's own stories of how he met Christina, and there's some similarities in that. As in, he kind of rescued her from the streets, if you will.
Right.
But anyway.
Yeah,
He
so he
he
takes
ref-
these disadvantaged people from the streets so that he can take advantage of them, absolutely, and hold them down the entire time. But yeah, that's a really weird thing to do. Is like how Aaron Himmel kind of always uses Johnny Crutches as like, oh, if you guys don't hit the goal today, Johnny, he's the one that's going to pay the price for it. That
right.
almost is like the same kind of shit that Joey pulls is like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you guys are mean to me, then I'll mistreat fucking spiders. Like, what? How are those two
Well,
things even
that's Aaron's
related?
way of fucking blaming Johnny for missing goals, so he doesn't have to take any responsibility. He's going to make Johnny. Yeah, I can't stand those type of motherfuckers. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But
it's like you said, manipulation is exactly a good word to use for it, Rochi. Manipulating the audience, always keeping them, yeah, on their heels, I guess, is a good way.
well, what's also funny, so Joey don't like what people are saying, which is pay Spider his fair fucking whack, or let the motherfucker go, right? Let him go and grow and become bigger than what you are, right? Which is what you're really frightened of. That's the bottom line here, right? So I think at this moment, obviously, we're just doing a shit show or whatever. We're covering this, but I think Joey's got a decision to make, right? He either doubles down and makes Spider the star of the channel, gives Spider everything. Yeah, Schmill, I believe the rumor was that Joey called ice on Lou, and Lou got all butt because apparently Lou's an American citizen, which shocked me. He was claiming that he was Puerto Rican or some shit, right? Anyway, um,
He's from the land of giants.
the land of fat bastards. Anyway, yeah. So either Joey like doubles down, gives Spider what he's worth, builds him up, actually pays him his fair whack, or Joey lets Spider go, and then Spider becomes even bigger than Joey, and then
You
Spider,
can't have that.
yeah. Well, this is my point, right? So you're pretty fucked, Joey. You either got to pay Spider what he's worth, give him his rightful position, which it kind of looks like you guys are kind of leaning towards with the whole new theme music, letting him start that show, Spider in the Web, whatever the fuck it was called the other night, where he was on his own at first, and then Lou comes in to save him, rightly so, because I think Spider was running out of gas, and then Kahuna come on. But in that scenario, I think you should make sure that those two are fully aware that they're just guests. And the one thing that's great about the Dabbleverse and should be true is guests don't get paid.
Right.
So, well,
All right.
About it. So because you guys keep running your mouth to me, I'm gonna make him suffer for it. That's the new deal. You guys keep popping off at me and saying lies about me, he fucking gets fucked. That's the deal. That's the way it's gonna go.
You'll just have
I'm gonna be a prick like everybody else. Yeah, because I pay him above and beyond.
What did Lou just say there?
I think something about Spider not being monetized, right? I think I didn't catch
What
it.
does that have to do with anything, you fat fucker? Okay, let's see.
You guys keep running your mouth to me, I'm gonna make him suffer for it. That's the new deal. You guys keep popping off at me and saying lies about me, he fucking gets fucked. That's the deal. That's the way it's gonna go.
You'll just have
I'm gonna be a prick like everybody else. Yeah, because I pay him above and beyond. Never late. Never got to chase me for my money. So go fuck yourselves. You guys want to put that shit on fucking out in the public air and try to give me a bad reputation? You can't. You fuckers failed last year. You're never gonna make anybody fucking dislike me. Let's keep on fucking Spider, because the more you fucking talk shit about me, the more he's gonna fucking wait. That's how.
All right.
None of anything he said made any sense, including the whole part about you guys have been fucking with me ever since the last year. What does that have to do with anything? Yeah, because people talk shit to you in the chat. It has nothing to do with paying Spider. It's just Joey being a scumbag. I didn't really catch what Lou the God said there. Did you guys?
So I think,
yeah, he said something along the lines. Well, that's because your channel ain't monetized. I don't know, for whatever Joey,
I think
something along those lines.
Until you get your channel monetized.
Yeah,
Right,
until you, you have to deal with them until you get your channel monetized. Which, to Lou's point, all right, fair point, right? So let him go then, and watch how quickly Spider gets monetized. Because I generally do think that the majority of Catalana TV's audience will jump over immediately and watch Spider, just out of spite. Especially when Joey says the comment, and I quote, "You're never going to get anybody to dislike me." All right, then, Joey. Let's put
Let's
that
see
to the
about
test.
that.
Yeah, let's put that to the test. Right? Yeah. I implore everybody to go and subscribe to Catalana TV if you're not already. Go over and watch Joey for a week. And at the end of the week, if you still like Joey, I'll hold my hands up and go, okay then. Because I can guarantee you, after watching Joey for 7 days, you will see Joey for what he is. He's a lying, grifting, convicted criminal. That's all he is. He has nothing. No show prep. Yeah? Anyway, I must
reading super chats.
Well,
I'm sure if Spider was on his own, I would imagine that some of the bigger shows would probably help him out in getting him subscribers and monetization, like Tukey. Like those guys definitely would help him out.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and also I think that Rocco said it today, right? Not much going on in Joey world. It's boring, right? Well,
Right.
so they want to move on and look at other people, right? Spider started coming up like he did. Look what happened when Spider did those shorts before he started doing live streams. The Spider dancing, right? And what happens is OJ makes the best video in the world, which is Joey dancing to my Noga video, right? Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
it's going to be. That's how we train your fucking asses to fucking stop your bullshit. Okay? So just remember, as nice of a guy as I got to be a fucking prick. I'll be.
Yeah, you see, if Spider had the noggin for it, he would have booked right when he heard this. He would have fucking booked. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Big
Joey's
Go ahead,
yeah.
God.
No, I was just gonna say Joey saying that he's training
Mm-hmm.
everybody in the chat when we all know that quite the opposite is the truth, which is everybody that's been messing with Joey for the last year or whatever, like he said himself, you guys all been messing with me for over a year now. They've been training him slowly not to be such a knucklehead. Some days it seems like he's getting it, but for the most part, I would say not. But absolutely, everybody that's been trolling him, fucking with him for this entire time, has been training him. So he's got it wrong.
So there's a couple of things that's going to get you insta banned in Joey's chat, right? For example, 247 that gets you insta banned by the looks of it. Mentioning the name Savvy. Now, why would you want that name banned, Joey? I thought you loved Christina's daughter. But yeah, if you mention Savvy, you get banned immediately. To your point, Quad, of like, training people and shit, you would have thought by this point, Joey wouldn't be so thin-skinned to hear about 247 or the dead daughter, right? He would have grown a thicker skin and moved on. But yet he still, to this point, bans people. And the reason why I bring that up is he's saying he's going to teach us. No, it's the other way around, Joey, to what Quad
He's
is doing.
been trained.
Yeah.
He's been trained exactly. React to anything anybody does to him in chats, for example, or whatever. I mean, another good example is him talking shit, and then people, I don't know, sending stuff to his house or like setting things up. Yeah, he's got a big mouth, but people have to train him to not be that way. So, yeah, weird occurrences happen. Interesting.
It's funny you say that, Quad. I'm still leading to the fact if you look at that initial. So Joey claimed that other shit happened to him after the initial people showing up for the TV. If you watch that live stream back and the live stream the night before, Joey shows somebody across the street that's wearing, I think, a red t-shirt and grey pants, right?
Yep.
The guy that's knocking on the door has a red t-shirt on and grey pants. And Joey's never addressed this, but I've said this numerous times. It's almost like Joey knew that guy after he finished streaming, said, "Come and knock on my door in a few hours, I'll be asleep. Ask for me, my sister will answer, and just ask for a free TV." No, like Joey knowing that it would be dead asleep and he'll have footage for him to immediately go live on that Sunday with the whole like emergency stream, panic, I'm getting chased down and shit like that. Again, another form of a grift, right?
Are you sure free TV isn't code for something like,
a Hummer?
sexual favor of some sort? Yeah, like a Hummer, exactly.
Wait, are you insinuating that maybe Joey once had a profile on Chatterbait that said interest trans people?
Yeah.
Transvestite?
Yeah, I mean, there's no proof that Joey's not the one providing favors now.
Ooh, valid point.
He's got the tits for it.
Pineapple, here's the funny thing. You can start saying the same shit about me, but I'm still going to get my money.
Exactly. He Lou doesn't even have to fucking open his eyes. There's money fucking there.
There's a difference. I can hold my own.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, Lou. So the reason why Lou will definitely be getting his money is, I can't even believe he said this. He can hold his fucking own. In what world are you fucking residing in, you fucking tubby fucking turd, you? What
No,
I think
what he's saying is if Joey doesn't pay they both live in Tampa Bay. So I think what he's saying is if Joey doesn't pay me, I'll be at his house whooping his ass. And I actually do think Joey could. I don't think Joey could beat up Lou. At least like Lou, if he fell on him, I mean, it'd be over, right? Tripped and
Lou's a tall dude besides being fat too, ain't he?
besides being 5,000 pounds. Yeah, I think he's like 6 foot. But
Yeah.
Joey, whatever. I mean, he's fat, out of shape, old. He's got bloated, water-filled feet. I mean, whatever. You go down the list of problems Joey C has. Yeah, he wouldn't stand a chance with even a fat slob like Lou.
Well, let's be honest, guys. You're forgetting the fact that Lou may want to fight with Joey, but Joey's shown in the past and in recent times
Yeah, Christina would be doing that.
Christina's like the
Back to
person that he runs behind. So, like, maybe Christina can whoop Lou's ass. Who knows? That'd be an interesting celebrity death match.
Well, you know what? I don't know why I thought of this, but because it's Florida, JBX. What happened to Jason Bardo X? He went up and got crazy all of a sudden, and now he's not been seen. And I know that he was kind of in that group.
My spies have told me that he's got a new YouTube channel. He's been doing a lot of stuff on X, Twitter. So yeah,
Wow.
keep your eyes peeled. Maybe he's going to make a comeback. Who knows? But I think that channel, I think he got monetized, right? And then that channel went. I think. Weird.
Yeah. I forget something with Uncle Jack. Maybe there was some issue going on there.
There was a falling out with Uncle Jack, and then whatever, he kind of went MIA because I think they shared a lot of the same people, the people that he would have on his show, and like everybody after the falling out went over and supported Uncle Jack, and JBX was just kind of sitting there holding his dick by himself, and I don't know. We'll see what he's gonna do now.
Little butt hurt, but he'll get over it.
Right.
All right.
Spider needs help.
I'm being kind with the super tips. I didn't have to give nobody shit on the super tip. I don't have to give him shit.
Exactly. Spider said it there himself. All you guys need to shut the fuck up. He pays me well. He gets paid for what he does. His show don't make that much money.
Oh, God damn. You know what? Their show does as much in views and shit like that as Joey's and Lou's.
So this is an interesting point, Honk, right? If you remember when Joey was crying and screaming over the lawsuit of Supertip, right? He was claiming that his voice was being used and he wanted, was it a 50% cut or some shit, right? So in which case, if Joey wanted that for his own AI voice, he was also claiming that the lawsuit had 4 people in it. Himself, Christina, Spider, Lou, 5 people, and somebody else, right? Which we all assumed it was Jake Hudson, right? Now Joey's got super tip. He's going, I don't have to pay no one nothing. But in Joey's own words, surely Spider should get 50% cut of his voice being used on Catalina TV. Lou, Christina, etc., etc. But it's funny how as soon as Joey gets control, per se, he's then changing the rules. It's very hypocritical. Another Catalina lie, one would say.
Great point. Great point.
If you want Spider to get paid well, how about you fuckers start?
These motherfuckers that bounce on me probably got more bad reputation, and they're more fucking pricks and more motherfucking cocksucking motherfucking piece of shits than they ever can imagine. I ain't a motherfucking piece of shit. I worked my whole fucking life. I took care of my family. But go fuck yourself. This ain't no John here. You're gonna pull this shit off of me like John. You guys been doing John because you know what? He is what he is. I'm not none of that shit. So,
here's the funny thing.
And you want to use the prison shit? Motherfucker, I go to prison 10 more times for a family member if that's what I needed to do. Because I'm a real motherfucking man. Get that through your motherfucking skulls.
Sorry. Right. So
There's a lot there, huh?
Yeah. Right. First off, I'm not like Stuttering John. Okay, let's go over some couple of things. Didn't Stuttering John go to Melton's house while Melton wasn't there? Didn't Stuttering John go to Brennan's house when Brennan wasn't there? What did Joey just recently do this month? He went to Stuttering John's house while he wasn't there. Pot kettle
He's done
black.
that 2 times, hasn't he?
Yes, twice. The first time he went there, he didn't have his audio on, so he looked pathetic, and nobody saw it, including me, by the way. So when he's on with Shuley going, "Oh, I went to Stuttering John's," everyone's like, "Really? What happened?" You know. So again, to my point that I made on Tuesday with Dickel, it's almost as if Joey sometimes need to, show a little respect, because it turns out that sometimes maybe somebody like me and others that mention, oh, Joey's doing this X, Y, Z to certain people, and then they cover him on a bigger show. People then realise that Joey's actually done something stupid. I don't know, like showing up at Stuttering John's house, letting your wife go to the door because you pussied out, and then getting your wife to write a little love letter to Stuttering John saying, "We come in peace," like a pussy.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that he's cussing out his chat as being shitty, disgusting people. And then he was like, yeah, well, I worked my entire life. Yeah, he also was a drug addict for 35 years, a career criminal. And was he working when he was in prison most recently for doing drugs? Like, had to go to prison?
Well, yeah.
Well,
Even if he worked in baseball for that whole time, crap, they only work 4 months out of the fucking year. So
yeah, to your point, Quad, I did hear a rumor that maybe Joey was getting worked in prison. Maybe he was a pillow biter.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I just doubt a lot. When's the last time he had a job? Hasn't he been on disability for a long time?
Yes, he has.
right,
Now, Honk, I heard you say this probably in a Discord, right? About Joey with the Colonel, right? Going to that hospital appointment on
yeah,
Friday. Yeah. And you
right.
made a point of like the Colonel maybe didn't want him to go into that appointment with him. And then Joey was claiming that the Colonel's getting bad and on Friday I'll have to go in there with the guy. Now, Joey has hinted, and he's never actually said this outright, that it's Christina that's the carer with the Colonel. And the reason why I mention this squad is like jobs and work and whatnot. And Joey's only there to take the Colonel to places that his wife couldn't take him. As if Joey didn't want Christina to be driving that car on her own. As if Joey doesn't trust her. Because again, Joey doesn't work and he just needs some importance in his life by pretending that he is working. Um, what's interesting, Quad, is I think, to your point, so Joey.
Oh no, actually, keep that point in your
Yeah.
head. But yeah, no, he said that. He said it's good. I remember him saying that it's good for him to have something to do to get out of the house and go do. So absolutely, that's something he said himself.
Well, to your point of him saying that he was, a career drug addict at one point, Joey claims that he was smoking crack for 10 years, which again is a remarkable fucking. It sounds like stutter. A remarkable feat because, like, what? 10 years straight? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Second of
crack's
all,
pretty heavy.
second of all, think of the production that somebody would produce in a job work environment while they were high. Like, there's no way that Joey was doing a good job because he was always fucking high,
Right,
right? Like, there's no way on earth.
absolutely.
So, yeah, it's kind of funny how, and again, you notice in that little rant that Joey, when he gets irate, he starts copying things, which is, he says the word fucking about 7 times in that little rant, yeah? Because he's trying to think, he's too, like,
Right.
he's seeing red too much, so he just repeats himself over and over. And it's kind of funny to me to think that Joey can't see past that rage, yeah? Can't actually see real good criticism, which is, and I know I keep saying it, but it's the truth. But pay Spider what he's worth, or let him go. It's a simple fucking scenario, right?
Right.
So, yeah. Anyway.
All
No,
right.
yeah, I mean, he just wants to keep him around for his advantage. I mean, that's absolutely what it is. Yeah, and I do remember him saying he did like coke or crack for 25 years, and then followed that with 10 years of meth use. And then, as we've all noted, as of recently, like he'll do those all night streams. He'll start at 3 in the morning and stay up all night, and it's like, yeah. Where are you getting all this weird energy from? It is kind of weird. We always assume that he probably is still doing meth or whatever, something like that. But yeah,
Well, weirdly so, so we've spoken to people about, so he apparently takes a drug which, like, supposed to calm him down. Like, I don't know, I always say it's ADHD fucking drug, but it isn't, and I forget what drug it is. And speaking to people that are familiar with that drug, say that yeah, you can be up like for a while, like as in like hyper, but it drops off pretty quick. Well, with Joey, he's up and he's up for like 24 hours. It's bizarre. It's like there must be something other than this drug, that's obviously been prescribed to him. And to your point, Quad, we're thinking maybe it's something else. Prime example: a couple of weeks ago, they come back from somewhere. They were driving late at night, and Christina said, and I quote, "I got something for you, Joe." And she had her hair up, right, like this, and she reaches in to her hair, and she goes like this off camera to Joey.
Whoa.
Now, I don't know whether me and Nickel covered this or not, and we should have done. But I've never experienced anybody taking stuff out their hair unless it's been in one, movies, or two, when I was in school and somebody was hiding a joint. Now I know weed's no biggie, but what was in Christina's hair? What did she give Joey? Now at the time the chat
Bill,
was
maybe.
well, a lot of people were saying in the chat at the time a blue pill, maybe because it was late at night. Maybe she wanted to, get her rocks off, if you will.
Thanks for that. We really needed it.
Munchie,
That
munchie.
thought.
Monty.
Okay? Plain and simple. I've had enough of this bullshit, man.
It's fucking across. Oh, how many views
You
did you get
motherfuckers
on
are
the
scared
solo show?
bitches. You ain't never gonna
One.
fucking prep me on any motherfucking thing. Y'all talk. Don't even talk. That's all you guys do.
I don't do solo shows.
I
That's
find
one.
the
And
screen name to
two,
talk.
when
So,
I have to put the show on and Joey was taking the time off,
my mouth, I can have a foul mouth, okay?
the shows were still pulling in the same numbers that me and him are on, so it didn't matter to me.
Yeah. Spread the wealth. Spread the wealth.
The wealth is spread lovely.
Trust me, I spread it
can't
more every
complain.
other way on.
I know Joey breaks it down at the 20th what we're getting from what we've earned. The super tip is going to be a little more confusing because of the way that breaks down,
Right.
and then how he decides to do it.
Right.
But other than that, there's been no complaints. You see, Joey is the little sunflower in everyone's eyes. You see, he's a little.
Oh God! Shut up, Lou. Jesus Christ. So,
You know
anyhow,
what's funny is the fact that, like, think of the two shows that ever talk about who's getting paid what, and like Steel Toe and Catalano too. Like, I don't hear any other show anywhere talking about like what people get paid, how much they make. Like, what is the deal with these guys? Is that part of being a grifter? Is that you have to constantly, like, on air discuss finances? Is that like because you're trying? It's projection, right? Because you're trying to prove to everyone that you're not a grifter. Because then you have to bring it up all the time because you're an actual grifter.
Well, to your point there, Quad, I'm not a DSP fan or follower, but I had been in the past. And one thing with him was him constantly talking about the fact that he had an outstanding tax like fee to pay, right? And every stream that I saw of him, he was like, "Oh, I got to reach X amount of money to, you know, to pay off this tax fee that I've got." Blah blah blah. To your point, Quad, of like grifters, Joey and Steel Toe does the same. The only other show in the Dabbleverse, like Hackverse, that talks about paying people is Brennan.
Right. Which
But
is
I
kind
don't.
of the opposite, though, right? Because he
Yeah.
actually does pay people. Like, he's the one fucking show that pays people, which is kind of weird. Maybe he doesn't like the fact that he's the one. Maybe that's what bugs Brennan. It's quite a different story, is the fact that he actually pays people, and it probably
he's got to buy his friends. He's got to buy his friends, man.
True.
Wait a minute, Honk. Are we assuming that Joey can't buy his friends like Lou or Spider? But again, I'm not saying it in the way of buying, like kind of trapping him financially. Like Lou mentioned there, right? So when Joey couldn't do the morning show and Lou was doing it, they were bringing in the same numbers, right?
Right.
And the same like money in super chats, which is interesting because Joey's always said, when he live streams on his own, he gets more viewers and more money. Now, Joey immediately stopped that once the In the Web, the Spider, whatever the fuck you want to call that show, Alpha Shot Lounge, got over 200
Yeah.
bucks a day. He soon shut up with that one, which was interesting.
What? Man, Joey's world moves so quick and changes so fucking fast. I mean, with the shows and everything, how many different shows has he had now? At least a dozen, huh? At least a dozen.
I think of if you tune in tomorrow, me with the fruit, I've clicked. I called it a blast from the past. The first ever iteration of Joey's Walk and Talks, which was called Joey in the Hood,
Mm.
and then that become Walk and Talks. I think it's a morning show. That's had different hosts, but it's always been a morning show, which isn't a thing anymore. They've cancelled that shit. The Alpha Shot Lounge, which was always called the Alpha Shot Lounge, is now changed to, like I said, originally it was going to be the Takeover. They dropped that idea to In the Web with Spider, but that might be, excuse me, that might be a third show, I suppose. And then, of course, now you've got just a pop up Joey live stream whenever the fuck. And I think they called that Joey Unfiltered or some shit. I don't
There's been plenty.
know.
Let's I think they kind of went over or talked about Spider all they would on that.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and jump into some actual Spider coverage. I've got
Yeah.
a couple of fucking of his shows that I'd like to we can sit down here and watch. Let me see here. All right.
Monchichi, Monchichi.
Monchichi. But I love Spider's pronunciation,
Mm.
his enunciations. He's great at that stuff. I love how he reads chats, all that good shit. He's my dude.
I watch Spider for the political takes because he's always got really good takes when it comes to current events.
He took that live stream down, right?
What live
With the
stream?
political takes. Yeah, I missed that, and I'm so fucking annoyed that I missed that live. Honk, I don't know what you're going to bring up to present, but I do recommend at one point that we do show. I did send you that video earlier of Spider's one of his greatest moments ever.
All right. I will try to get that pulled
Try
up.
hard.
I'm sure that I can try harder, motherfucker. Okay. So this here is going to be our boy all right. Our boy Spider and his show. And I just want to catch a couple minutes of it's the favorite part of my day watching when he goes live. So let's get this pulled up here and let's start this show off.
Well. Welcome to In the Web with Spider and Honey C. Unfortunately, Honey C will be with us.
Unfortunately, Honey C will be with us
momentarily. She'll be with us in a second. Most of all, I need to thank Luke of the Vine for the greatest intro he made in artwork. Luke of the Vine, I appreciate it, sir. Anyway, how is everyone else doing tonight? As we kick this great show off In the Web with Spider. Let's get down here. We got Mike Shitty Internet Provider. Yo, that's right, Mike Shitty Internet.
I love how Spider's show is nothing but reading chats. I mean, he must be learning it from Kevin Brennan, but he just don't have no topics or anything, even when Honey C comes on. It is fucking entertainment at its finest.
So what's funny, Honk, is at this moment it's popped in my mind. When Spider first launched his channel and started going live, I noticed it was American Cupcake in his chat and said, Spider, what you should do is when you bring up a chat, read the chatter's name and then read their comment. You notice I didn't mention Joey told him that. Because Joey's
Right.
done nothing for Spider apart from hold him down financially. And then somebody like American Cupcake, who I know is kind of friendly with the Catalanos anyway, is there helping out Spider. So my point is, again, Joey, you've got two options. You either start paying the guy what he's worth or you let the fucker go. But yeah.
All right. Let's get up here back to our fucking boy.
Everybody, yo.
Yo.
Let's go here. This guy we got. All right, guy. Yeah, Spider. That's right. Yeah, Spider. You
Is that
motherfucking
Regon?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing it. That's right.
God. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah.
Oh, and we got Piffy Puffy. Unfortunately, the skin got flated. Ooh.
What?
Ooh. He doesn't even know what he just said, but ooh. That's funny. Felted. He doesn't even know what felted is.
Got you.
No, he don't know what. He couldn't even pronounce it. What do you mean? How the fuck would he know what it is? Quad. He don't even. Oh, that was great. That's a classic. We need to get that on a drop. Let it. Doom should have it.
Doing that one. Here we got Mason in Portland coming in. Oh, here it is right here. Spider is a badass. That's right. I am the badass. You got that right. I'm the badass.
That little neck twitch.
My shit internet coming in and yelling it. Doing a great, Spider. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. You know it. And we got Spider. Don't let Lou punk you. No.
Okay. He could not pronounce snub. He didn't know what that word was. Okay. He looked at it for a second and then paused and thought better of it.
Yeah, I keep thinking of when Doom was in the chat asking Spider numerous questions about currencies and stuff like that. And Doom said, Spider, have you got a Bitcoin wallet? And Spider said, I don't have Beacon. He read the word
Yeah.
Bitcoin as Beacon, right? And then and again, it's not like we're not laughing at him because he can't pronounce the words. I'm laughing because it's cute. It's kind of funny, right? You know? Anyway.
They're so
I mean,
cute
let's be
until they grow up.
the guy that runs the Catalano TV, Joey C, he is probably the most illiterate person in the Dabbleverse. And that includes fucking Spider. So let's not forget about that.
Oh man, that was harsh. Joey's gonna be pissed about that. You want to keep talking your shit? Okay, I'm gonna withhold fucking Spider's funds because you think he's smarter than me, motherfucker.
Well, I'm not in his chat, so I don't know that he can take it out on Spider that he's a low IQ, stupid motherfucker. That's on him, dude. I don't know. I can't help him with that. But yeah, like if you've ever seen Joey C try to send a message anywhere, everyone knows it. He is illiterate, absolutely.
All right.
Lou, don't punk me, okay?
We just watched an
Go
entire
here.
clip of him punking you.
This
Actually.
your
I don't
boss.
know about all that.
Check it. Get in. Doing great so far. That's right. I'm doing one hell of a job. Trying to stay that way, you know.
That's a great Frankie
But
McDonald
anyway,
drop.
I'm doing one hell of a job.
Doing great so far. I'm doing great so far.
soon as Honey C gets in here, the real show begins. But unfortunately, I'm just here waiting on her to get in here because you know how we act when she gets on here. She's trying to act like she's the boss, but she got to realize I'm the boss, okay? She got to realize this, okay? Intro's intro. Music is music. Okay. She's in the intro. We got an intro finally. Hoping she's happy with it. We'll find out when she gets in because she's probably going to ask me to replay it to make sure she's in it. What she is in it. If she listens,
Okay, so I guess Miss C was not in the intro song, and then they went and fucking made a new one, so her name is in there. She
Well,
was feeling bad.
the original intro song had something about Spider being sticky and shooting loads or some shit. Apparently, Joey made that AI song, and even Lou was like, "Joey, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why are you obsessed with with Spider being sticky? What's all that about?" Which kind of gives you an insight to the Catalano lifestyle. Prime example when Spider was in Florida last. They did a live stream, and I wasn't watching that live. I was watching Melton, and Melton decided to snipe him. And they had this air mattress pushed up against a wall, and Christina and Spider were sat down, and they were streaming while Joey was in the other room. Almost as if Christina was getting ready because it was late at night at that point to go to bed on that same air mattress with Spider, which is a weird dynamic.
Lay down like they're at
Yeah.
the trap house. Is that what you're
Mhm.
trying to say, Roach?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Throw the bed on the floor and go for it.
Oh yeah.
No, I think it's funny because, like you were saying with the intro song, the other thing is very interesting. Is every time that Joey C was doing sample super tips,
hmm
they were they were very, let's just say, untoward towards
Yep.
Mrs. Catalano.
Oh yeah.
They all said the same kind of horrible shit that you would see on other shows, like yo 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 my wiggers, yeah, Mrs. C gonna get fucking airtight by a bunch of nogas, like all
Yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
shit. But
Oh,
Joey C would make the super tips almost as bad, if not worse, than anyone else's imagination. That came
That's
from Joey
kind
C's
of
brain.
yeah.
yeah, that's kind of a passive aggressive way of getting back at her, I think. Kind of, backhanded because he's afraid to leave the bitch. Okay. He
Well,
knows he can't live without her,
Backhanded.
but yet he can't control her. Cannot control her.
well,
Give
to
her the
quad,
pimp hand. Is that what you're saying, Honk? The back,
What's that?
the backhand, like a pimp
Yeah,
slap.
yeah, yeah. The back end. Yeah, yeah.
well, to Quad's point, right? So those AI super tips were all made by Joey because you could see it says Catalano TV. And not only did it mention the fact that Christina is a Mogwai duck, right, and that she was getting pimped out and shit, it would also shit on Spider and Lou. And I'd like to point out as well that Joey also mentioned me in some of those AI super tips, which is interesting because, again, I think Ickle said it earlier in the chat. I seem to live rent free in Joey's mind, which is hilarious because it's, again, it's me like taking full credit, but for real. Mr. Ian Hawke, myself, used to be Bass Pill, but now he's working with Joey. Doom, Dabble Storing, RIP, used to live in Joey's mind rent free all the time, to the point that Joey admitted himself that while he's at a T junction, at a stop sign, he would be thinking of us. But,
Well, yeah. You guys tormented him for quite a while. He will never recover fully.
we didn't do shit.
Also, I did notice that Spider said, "Yeah, I'm the boss here." When
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. C shows up, I'm the boss. She's not the boss. I also wonder if he had Joey C in his head when he was saying that too, like because Joey C's probably always saying like, "I'm the boss here. I say this that, and that's what happens. That's how it's gonna go." I'm sure Spider picked up on that. The
Yeah.
way he talks to him, and he probably was trying to give it back to him a little bit.
Well,
Passive aggressive, Roachy, as you said.
yes. Yeah. Well,
Maybe Spider has learned that trick.
it's funny you say that, Quad, because on that Wednesday morning live stream, Joey says, "Until you can come on the stream and tell me to shut the fuck up, you ain't shit." Right? Well, it's kind of hard for Spider when he's a quiet chap anyway to do that, Joey. And second of all, ask anybody that's been on a stream with Joey C. Joey doesn't shut the fuck up. So even if you do
Right.
want to like try and shout him down and shit, you're not going to do it. Like Honk, for example, you had the same experience, right? You invited Joey
Yeah.
on your stream, and I told you it was the worst thing that happened to you because
Yeah.
you couldn't shut him the fuck up, right? So therefore, Joey thought it was a win, right? And in fact, Joey said it himself, right? Yourself
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Spurg Snake had an open invite to Catalano TV because you allowed him on your stream for him to talk and do whatever he wanted. And it's like, okay, when in actual fact, you just wanted Joey to say what he was saying. You couldn't even be asked, I imagine, I'm speaking for yourself now, you couldn't even be asked to shout him down at that point because you realised sending him a link was the worst thing you could have done.
Well, I initially I didn't even want to send it. I really didn't. But I had old Snake was wanting to. You don't want to look like you're fucking pussing out to the guy. But yeah, I really I shouldn't have taken it. But
Yeah.
let's get back to
Roachy, do you know anyone that has put Joey C in his place before, Roachy? Just an example, maybe one example.
Oh, Ray DeVito, right? Oh, no, sorry, that was you, Quad, right?
Oh, me? Oh, wow. I never. Oh, that's right. I did it. Yeah, I did.
I believe you put him in a fake coma, right?
I killed him.
Yeah. Thanks for making one of those grifts possible there, Quad. We appreciate it. Fucking A, man.
Oh
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
let's-
Let's go back to that for a second. I mean, he went into I killed him. He went into a coma.
Mhm.
He came out of his coma and then became a born again Christian.
Yep.
Like I
Right.
thought that there was going to be, I thought he was going to be redeemed by the Lord there for a moment and became Samuel, Joey, whatever the fuck, Joseph Samuel, pastor at large. But yeah, so that wore off pretty fucking quick. Yeah, so
Well,
much
Quad
for the
is,
Christian angle, right? Grift, maybe
yeah.
you could put it.
Well, it's funny that you said that it worn off pretty quick, right? I think I lasted like 2 weeks,
A
right?
week?
He did that,
Yeah,
or
not
a
very
week.
long.
But when he first put Frankie D, his best friend, on a live stream, the one where Frankie, in Joey's mind, broke a record by saying the N word 17 times in 10 minutes. The first thing he said to Frankie D was, "I'm a reverend now. I have my own church. I'm called Joseph Samuel." And I'm like, "What?" And Frankie D said, "Shut the fuck up." Right? Immediately to Joey. Knew off the bat, Quad, to your point, it was a grift, right? Now, when Frankie D was at Joey's place, what happens? Within 2 days, Joey wants to get rid of Frankie D. Why is that? Because Frankie knows that Joey's a grifter, he's a bullshitter, didn't play his games, didn't want to listen to his bullshit, and also, according to Joey, couldn't get a rental car because he got bad credit. But,
Yeah, so we ended up having to get him a U-Haul to get rid of him.
yeah, apparently so, yeah. According to Joey.
That guy was better at grifting than Joey. That's a surprise,
No
but they're
shit.
both scumbags from Chicago or whatever. So
Yep.
there you go.
I thought they was home skillets. Apparently not.
Birds of a feather.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in it. Let's go here. We got this. We got wrong one. There we go. All right, guys. Spider is the
He don't like that regard. He don't like pronouncing that.
Nope.
star. You damn right I'm the star. People are acting like this. The star's right here. The star's right here. Motherfuckers.
The boss, the star.
And we got this
I'm
guy.
hearing
We
this
got Big
phraseology.
Nose Jackass Spider. You going on Bob Levy show tomorrow? Well, here's the thing. Bob Levy needs to talk with my agent at first. I have an agent Bob has to talk to us first, okay?
Oh, stop it there.
If my agent approves it, then yes, I'll.
Stop it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So he needs. So he's pretty much been put in his place that he needs permission to go do other shows by Joey.
Right.
So like the guy, he's
Right.
not even his own man. He needs permission and like what? His blessing?
Yes, yeah. It's almost, and again, I know I'm beating a dead horse, but it's the truth. Joey is controlled
Really?
financially, yeah. And the fact that I know that Bob Levy had a live stream earlier said that in the title said "and Spider?" question mark, and I quickly zoomed through that like 30 minutes he was in. I didn't see Spider on there at all. So my thinking is, like you said, Cord, that Joey's put it into Spider's head that Joey's his agent. Now, let's be honest. Thankfully, you guys are all in the States. You have this thing called free will and freedom of speech and shit, right? And also, you guys, didn't you have a civil war over the idea of slavery and shit, right? Or at least that was
Right.
part of it, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, if anything, Joey, you need to stop doing what you're doing with Spider. Like, stop controlling him. Let him do what he wants. Because the one thing that you claim as a big like got you to everybody, Joey, is that you come in and you, in your words, you trolled your way to the top. You started giving people like Brennan shit and was on MLC for it. You started giving Melton shit and you ended up getting exactly what you wanted from Melton. Is that Christina's father?
It's Dr. Zeus. I don't know. I forget his name. He reminded me of Dr. Chow, though, so I always like fucking putting it up.
Yeah. So Joey, if you're claiming that you ended up coming in and doing what you want and got what you want out of the Doubleverse, at least allow Spider to do that too. You know, don't hold him down. Yeah, especially, let's be honest, Joey. You said that Bob is the reason why you finally got super tips because Bob talked you around to it. So you know Bob's not an asshole. Now again, if Spider was on with Bob earlier, I don't know. I didn't watch the whole fucking thing. Hopefully he was. But if he wasn't, Joey, stop fucking holding him down. Fuck you.
Great point. Great point. All right, back to our boy.
I'm going to leave these tomorrow, okay? But first, Bob's got to get in touch with my agent, and my agent has to get in contact with me to make sure I'm free for that, you know? That's how things got to go, okay? Things I got to do, but first you got to get in contact with agent.
Did he say heart attack with agent?
Yeah, I think you tried
Spider's
to say.
new supervisor.
I think
He told
Spider's got the same issue I got, Honk.
What?
I pronounce my words.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell that was. Sound like he said heart attack, though.
Yeah.
Benito, Spider, what did you eat today? Ooh, what did I eat today? Ooh. Well, you know,
Whew.
I only ate one time. I forgot what I ate. I know what I ate. I had me some good Wendy's French fries.
Okay. Spider talks like that Wendy's shit was some 4-star cuisine. He didn't remember first. What did you eat today, Spider? Ooh. I forget. Oh yeah, had me some Wendy's curly fries. Just delicious. God damn.
And some chicken. There. That's what I ate today. My shitty internet. I mean, Vito. Alright, guys. Spider is all Hollywood now. You fucking right, I'm all Hollywood now. You damn right. You know what? I can't wait to move that Hollywood sign. They're gonna put me on that Hollywood sign. Standing like this. That's gonna be me in the Hollywood sign pretty soon, everybody. Nice. That's right. Nice.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, he's got a
Love
milkshake.
sweet tea, everybody.
Yeah.
And we got Stink. Whatever you want, or whatever I got. Spider, I'm your new agent and producer, giving you the okay. You're not my agent, you're not my producer, okay?
Holy shit, guys. I've had me an emergency.
Oh no, I
Go
I
ahead.
can't get over the sign thing. I don't remember them putting people on the Hollywood sign. Like I think there's a story of a lady that like climbed up the Hollywood sign and jumped off of it to her death. And
Yeah,
now her ghost haunts it, but I don't know any
he was
other
doing
stories
like
besides that one.
Leonardo DiCaprio, man, on the fucking
Yeah,
Titanic.
yeah.
Huh?
It looked like what Roachy's bird behind him there did.
R.I. R.I.P. Yingli. So funny enough, in my mind, I'm like, is Spider thinking that he is actually Spider-Man, and he's thinking like, was it like Spider-Man 2 or 3 or whatever the fuck that film was, where he's stopping the train in New York or whatever, and he's holding his arms out and stopping the train. Is he thinking that maybe that's him, and he could put that on the Hollywood sign? And to your point, Quad, in fact, I think the Hollywood sign is probably the most protected fucking like space in America. As in, like, if you want to use that image of that sign, you have to pay royalties or some shit. So yeah, good luck with that,
Yeah.
Spider. Yeah. In fact, that's one thing Joey could do to make this all right. Right, is to actually pay for the rights of that image, and then put Spider on the top of it.
Oh, you're asking a lot there, Roachy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm asking Joey to actually pay some money.
Yeah, yeah.
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 We got Spider's new supervisor veto coming in with a nice. Yeah, damn right, nice. Okay, everything's nice. It's gonna be nice. Here on out. We got Doom coming in here. What's up, Spider? Ain't nothing.
Okay. Going back to what you said there, Roachy, because Doom is also persona non gratis over there at Catalana TV now. And you had mentioned earlier that, hey, when it's just me or it's just Spider doing the show, hell, he'll shout me out, say my chats, everything else. Joey shows up, I'm immediately banned.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of the same way with Doom, it looks like, huh? Doesn't he about ban Doom every time he shows up in this chat?
Yeah, I think at that current moment, Spider is streaming on his own channel too, and I think Doom is in that chat because, from what I understand, is Doom is banned completely on Catalano TV, which is interesting because I think this is probably the longest time I've experienced in the last 6 months where all my accounts are blocked, and I think Doom's got the same thing. So I still say give it a couple of weeks, and Joey will definitely uh, unban us at one point. Also, Starling's just said that Spider was on Bob for 8 minutes today.
He clipped
How'd
it.
that go, Stalin?
We could watch it. It's right.
Yeah, we can watch it there, Hong, because Starling clipped it, so that'll be an interesting watch, right?
Oh, okay. Can send that to me on this, or can you share? Can you share video yourself?
Yeah.
Quad's bringing it up now.
Yeah.
Quad can do that. Yeah.
Okay, let me get Quad on the. I'll wait.
You will.
I will wait.
Part of me is quite happy that Spider's done that. It'll be interesting to know whether Spider did that off his own back or whether that's a Catalano thing. Whether Joey, was the intermediate, in between, or whatever.
Yeah, well, he had to be, right? Because that's exactly what Spider was talking about. It's down there, by the way, Hunk. But yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what he was saying. I have to talk to my manager to see if it's okay, and then he has to get back with me. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Look at that trans.
Okay, now.
You tell me when to go.
All right, I think we're ready. Go for it, brother. This
man is taking
go
over
ahead.
the world. The commissioner, Spider. What's up, buddy?
Oh, ain't nothing going on, Bob.
Just hanging out, motherfucker.
Ain't nothing going on, Bob. Just doing your show. Nothing really, though.
Did you hear what Bob said? Just hanging out, motherfucker.
It's funny.
Look at you.
That's right, just hanging out.
A lot of people don't notice Spider, but if you don't notice Spider, you notice Spider. But if you don't notice Spider, like I don't know a lot about you. Like I know you live not, like an hour and a half from me and that stuff. So we'll definitely have you over the house, but not, to Carolina. So we'll do that, not at the same time. But like, what do you do? What like?
Maybe you could date my daughter. Joey C says you're a great suitor for daughters. All right, I'm sorry. I'm a piece of shit.
What are your hobbies like? Get to know Spider a little bit.
Well, you see, I'm a baseball guy. I'm a football guy. I get into basketball a little bit.
Jockstrap.
Baseball seems great to come up. I'm getting ready to head back to work.
Yeah. See,
Yep.
It's good to be off of work, isn't it? Isn't it good to just sit around all day and do nothing?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, live it up. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, all you got to do to take a break from work is put a forklift through the ceiling. And they give you a long break, a really long break. It's funny how that.
Oh, dude.
Now, which one do you like better? Do you like Lou or Joey better? I mean, the monster has grown on me, like he's grown on his furniture and his town and everything like that. Seems like a pleasant monster, would you say?
Well, Lulu's.
As long as you don't get between him and his food, it's pretty safe, right, guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Did you see him gritting his teeth like as the question was coming up?
He
Like
hated
got
that
nervous.
question. Yeah, he hated that question.
That's hilarious, dude.
Okay, I like Lou. It depends on what Joey C we get. We get the normal Joey C is okay, but we also get the angry Joey C, which I like more.
Yeah, I mean, but sometimes he gets a little crazy when he's angry. But Joey's like a nice guy. People don't know Joey's like a nice guy most of the time.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. He
But-
takes good care of me, though.
Yeah? Does he ever give you a hand job?
Whoa.
Okay, I'm just checking. I don't know. I don't know how he does business. The monster seems very happy lately. I think he might be getting more than a hand job. He's getting a little blowy from a Joey. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, we actually did it. We finally did it. Is this the black guest, Dalifer's question? Yeah. You're not. What are you?
I'm mixed.
You're mixed a few things. Yeah. And he's mixed with all the great parts. That's what we're trying to say here, Terry Nee. And yes, you got it. Good for you, But how long have you known Joey?
Well, I know Joey's when he came here to work at the baseball stadium here when it was affiliated with the Washington Nationals, but they tore the old ballpark down. We just built a new one, so unaffiliated team now. So yeah, it's been quite a while. I want to say maybe about 15 to 13 years now. I don't know. It's been a long time. I can't remember.
Did
And
he
you
say
work for the
from now?
baseball team?
Yeah, from now, yeah. It's been 15 years from now. What's funny, though, I'm put money on it that Spider doesn't mention Stabby C once.
Yeah, that's a really good point because in reality, that's the main reason that he met Joey, right? Or did he start working with Joey and then got into them draws, if you know what I'm saying?
I think might be the latter, Quad. What's interesting is Joey always has said, and I'll give him this credit, that he wanted Stabby C to marry Spider, but in Joey's own words, apparently she didn't want to marry somebody that she could beat up.
Oh shit!
I thought you said she didn't want to marry a retard.
Yeah, he also said that, but I didn't want to be horrible to Spider.
Oh, you didn't want to be. I'm sorry. That's bad of me. Oh, no. I shouldn't have said that. That's mean. I think it's funny that they tore down the stadium after Joey left. That's how good that team did. That Joey, did he wreck an entire baseball franchise?
He was a part of the decline for sure.
he stole so much money from them that they had to quit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's almost as
Team
if he
two?
was writing bad checks, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Almost like that.
You do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
see, that's cool.
You see, when I first met Joey, I was just a bad boy, and I was
Mhm.
getting old. And he said, "You want to do this rest of your life, or you want to come in the clubhouse business?" I said,
Can
"I'll
you
come in the clubhouse business, give it a shot."
wait a minute? Can you be a bad boy for the rest of your life? Like, wait, I thought the boy part was like intentional. Like you're supposed to do this as a juvenile, but you grow up at some point and move on. Like, hey, do you want to come into the club? That's hilarious, dude.
Well, that's the thing, though. Spidey's never grown up. He can't. He's only 5'1". He's done growing.
Right. Yeah, I guess if he shaved, they might just he might just think that he's a young boy for life, right?
Since
Nice.
then, he just took me under his wing.
So you've been doing that for a while now?
Well, I'm not doing clubhouse business no more. I'm more
Okay.
working. I'm working in concessions now.
Okay, cool. Well, you get to see the games almost. You know, you get
Yeah.
it's cool. You get to hang out. You're there before anyone and that shit. Go to the batting practice, get a few balls and that shit. Every time I brought a glove, the ball never came to me when I used to go to games. And then when I didn't bring a glove, I almost broke my fingers. And then somebody else got the ball because it fell out of my broken hand. So it's not too much fun. So what is? Are you a married man?
No, I'm a single man.
You're a single man just slaying that pussy. That's what you do, right?
Yeah, you don't want to get married because you never know. These females, they want too much.
They
All that
want
time.
they want everything. This one in here wants happiness. I ain't about to give her happiness. God damn it!
They want
I don't have
motherfucker
time
to
for that
stop,
shit.
That's all.
These trifling
like-
assholes, they be wanting all my money and shit.
Holy shit! This is great. Is this Stalin's clip?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Hey, Stalin, if you're still out there, thank you so much. Awesome clip.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. Awesome. Yeah, obviously none of us have seen any of this, so this is great.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. This is gold.
Yeah, God damn it! I can't. I can't. It's like she's like, oh, I want to be happy. You don't want to be happy because one day they're not happy. You just yell at them, go, why aren't you happy? This is what you always wanted, and now you're not happy. So now I have to do something mean. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So you know Ray DeVito, you hear him?
What a transition to go from these bitches, they don't be acting right. You got to get rid of them. Hey, speaking of which, do you know Ray DeVito? Or do you know anything about like ruining relationships with females? Like Ray DeVito, for example. Let's move on to that. Yeah. Nice transition, Bob. I love it.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Spider says, because I believe Spider has said before that he doesn't watch anything in regards to the Doubleverse. So it'll be
He's
interesting
another
to see what is he picked up from. Well, funny you say that, Honk. Lou's admitted recently that he watches Me and the Fruit, which is hilarious because me and Quad
Oh,
pointed
wow.
out before. We know that Joey's been watching BYB all the fucking time because he's made reference to what we've said before. It'll be interesting to see what Spider's picked up from either Lou or fucking Joey.
All right.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah, I got to work with him tonight. I'm not looking forward to it. He's not, he's not like he's very slow and he just gets on my nerves. Like, he's a nice fella, but he gets on your nerves. You've seen those people, they're too nice.
Yeah, definitely.
They're too happy because if it's a sunny day, they're like, can you believe how nice it is today? Can you believe it? It's very annoying. He's always like smiling like something good happened to him, but nothing ever does. So that's the
I mean, this is bizarre, right? Like, hey, slow guy, do you know these slow people that like they don't get it? They're a little goofy, and
That's right.
he's like, oh yeah, I know these kind of people. I'm one.
Wait, Quad, why are you doing Ray's voice? What's going on?
Come on, man, this is insane.
part that throws me off because nothing does. So tell us your plan for Catalano TV. You branched to your own, right?
Yeah, I just now started something that I came up with a good name for a show that Rev came up with it. He said, "How about In the Web with Spider?" So that's a title name, and I'd add Mrs. C on it because she's my partner. Well, she
Right.
got mad at me.
My partner. Whoa, whoa, whoa. News,
Whoa.
folks. Sexual partner or what? Life partner? Like what kind of partner are we talking about here?
Well, if you think back to that Chatterbait profile that Joey had with
I don't
Christina,
want to think back to it, but go
I
ahead.
know you don't, but it says they're interested in couples, trans, and men. So,
Oh.
yeah, so to your point, I think maybe Spider's telling the truth there. Maybe him and Christina are a couple, an item, if you will. And maybe that Joey has more in common with Steel Toe than we thought.
Damn.
I like how he says, I came up with a good name. Rev Fugly came up with a good name. Like what? Wait, what?
Because I was going to make a solo, just me by myself. But she said, "What about me? You can't leave me out." So we added her into the title. So yeah, I do that every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6.
Wait a minute. Did he want to do a show by himself, but is getting Mrs. C forced upon him?
That's what it
That's what
sounded
that
like.
sounded like, right?
Yeah, wait, is Joey pimping out his wife to Spider? Is that what we're getting here?
Well, if he's on the show, then they got to split the dough, and that dough ends up in his household, right?
Yeah, that's
Right.
interesting. 'Cause
Having her
now,
on there.
yeah, now I'm thinking of Joey when he was on with Shmuel Buckman in December, right? Joey claimed that Christina was the first partner he's ever been with that actually pays half the bills. And he was like, I'm sure it was, no, he was with Uncle Jack, forgive me. And he was like, have you ever like been in a relationship where the woman comes in and goes, here's half the rent money, blah, blah, blah. That's interesting. It's almost as if Joey's kind of forcing her into that by going, oh, you do the show with Spider, you get half that money, and therefore you can pay half the bills too, right?
Right.
Yeah, it benefits him in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Again, like keeping Spider down financially.
Trying to hold the brother down. The brother man. Bob Levy's first black guest. Here we go. Let's continue.
6 o'clock on Carolina TV. And then I got my own channel, which I might stream later from there. Ain't for sure yet.
And what's that? What's the name of that one?
Spider Commissioner.
That's what it is on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Check it out, motherfucker. Now, we got to ask you the final question. Now, this is the one that Doom has been like, all over, and he's a Mennonite. And
Oh, damn, dude. We know what's coming, right, guys?
Oh,
This
yeah.
has to be the question. We know what's coming.
Yeah, this is
Is
great.
Joey C paying you your fair, just amount? It's got to be, right?
yeah,
Yep.
100%. Yep.
All right, let's see if he pulls
Yep.
off the hat trick. Dude.
so, what is going on with Joey C? He is not paying you. He is going out having steaks and laughing as he giggles and eats
I
them.
don't know where Doom's getting that theory yet, but that's not true. Joey pays me good and well.
Jesus, look at that, Joe. You see that? It all turns around. That Joey C is
And
actual.
speaking of Doom, I think Doom's behind making a fake X account with me on there.
Jesus Christ, Doom. What is happening now? Jesus Christ. So you're saying that Joey is actually on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a up-straight guy is he? So people know.
He's a 10. Joey C's a 10,
Oh, I thought
If it
you said
wasn't-
it
if it-
too.
No,
I
he's
thought
a
you-
straight 10. If it wasn't for him, I probably would never be doing stuff like this.
Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. You see, that's good to be around like somebody like that, right?
Exactly.
He got you back. If somebody came at you, he'd probably get out of breath real fast, right?
Exactly.
Of course, I guess he would sick Mrs. C after him, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
I did kind of seem like he was reading a prepared statement, like almost under duress. while he was saying that?
They had
Yeah.
him fucking held hostage, huh?
Well, what's weird, Honk, is a lot of people might say that every time Spider's on the stream, he looks like a hostage video. However, I
Right.
will say this: it does sound like Spider was saying something that he was programmed, or at least it was written down for him to say.
Yeah.
Because he got
It's
those
been
words out pretty fucking quickly, if you ask me.
right. It's
Also,
been said to him many a times. Many a times he's been told that.
I'd like to say this now. Doom is a wonderful lady. The best hits in the Dabbleverse, by the way. And also, I don't like the fact that Spider's accusing Doom of making fake Twitter accounts. Um, as we're fully aware that Doom's too busy watching everybody to make clips out of them. So he ain't got time to fuck around on Twitter. So I don't know where Spider got that from.
Roachy,
Yes, mate.
do you think it would be good to mention who actually made that fake Spider Alomar Twitter account? Now that fellow
Mm-hmm.
is,
No
not,
longer with us.
I guess that's the easy way to say it, not welcome
Oh,
anymore.
yeah, I'll let you two take the floor and discuss that whole situation if you want.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, Muttering Jay, who was recently booted out of the Spurgtopia for acts that are unbecoming of a good person, apparently was very upset about it and took to Twitter to talk a lot of shit about Spurgtopia. But I would like to just mention that he bragged about making a fake Spider Alomar Twitter account. And we all know that that's the case, correct, Roachy?
If I'm being honest, Scott, I generally don't know, but I'm going to say yes and run
He
with
said
it.
it himself.
All right, in
He
that case,
bragged
then
about
yes.
making it.
That,
He
but
said, if I remember, some of his parting words were, "Oh, and by the way, that fake Spider Alomar account I made it." So there you go.
there you
So
go.
do not blame Doom anyone. Muttering Jay is responsible for more bullshit. But he's irrelevant, and no one should really pay any attention to anything he does. Very unliked, very not needed.
Well, I mean, he's not around our little circle anymore, is he? So, you know, it is what it
I
is.
don't know how little of a. I mean, Spurgtopia is not a little circle by any means.
Oh,
It's almost 1,000 people in the Dabbleverse subscribe to it.
Damn.
yeah, you know me, Quad. I always got to put things down. I even still to this day go, all right, yeah, like the Shooting Network, for example, hits 1.5k viewers, and as you pointed out on BYB a few weeks ago, when Kumia goes live and hits the numbers he did, it kind of makes you realize, oh shit, we are a small little community on the internet.
That's a fact.
That's why I say it. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I just wanted to check on you, man. You're a good man. I wanted to talk to you longer another time, okay? But
Gotcha.
thank you for coming down, my friend. Everybody check it out, Catalano
Gotcha.
TV. And what's the other one? Commissioner Spider?
Yeah.
So check that
Or
out.
Spider.
And thank you for coming by. You're a good dude. Love you, brother.
Got you, Bob.
I mean, he said the wrong thing. It's Commissioner Spider, and Spider just goes, "Yeah." No, it's Spider Commissioner Spider. Actually, you should try to get it accurate.
And the last time I checked, it was actually the Commissioner of Catalano TV. That was the channel name. Well, the @ is like Juan Campbell, like 08, and a
Juan
couple of
Campbell.
digits. Yeah, Juan Campbell. Yeah.
Is that
But
his
yeah,
name in real life? Juan?
yes, Juan. Yeah, yeah,
Juan?
yeah. As in like Mexican Juan. Yeah.
One on one. Well, guys, we're at the 2 hour mark, and I'm not like fucking Quadfather, the marathon man, fucking 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. We're gonna call her quits. I do want to thank both of you all, and hopefully we'll have you on next week as well. We won't have such a mess in with our other co-host Ingwe, and
Peace.
rest in
All
peace,
right.
Ingwe. And Yeah, I had fun, guys, and I thank you both for showing up this evening. I wish I knew how to put up your things on a fucking banner. I probably should have had it done already, but I will be showing up Monday next over on BYB, so join us there. And Quad, what do you got going on, boss?
We got the weekly Dabble review tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern, as you know. That's where we'll start. Then
And Roachy, you'll be on that show as well.
Yeah. Go and follow BYB. Don't follow the fruit. I'm not even going to say his channel name. Equal
Oh,
Planet.
all right. Okay. All right. Well, that was kind of aggro, but cool.
Yeah,
All right, folks. I do thank you all for showing up, guys. I thank you. We'll do it again next weekend here, and hopefully Bob or Ingwe is back from the grave. Thank you, folks.
Are you 100% sure about that?